Hey everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. I hope you all are doing very well and having a really good summer. I know we've been having a good time working. We've been doing a lot of working, and yeah, that's tiring in itself, but we've got other things going on too, but there's been a lot of work. So anyway, and I don't know if I've mentioned it too much yet on this channel, but I have started another YouTube channel, and I'm just kind of doing it. Well, honestly, I've been doing that a little bit more than I've been working on this channel, which is a shame, but it's called Plum Figgy Plans. And so if you're interested in planning and that kind of thing, and bullet journaling, decorative bullet journaling, let me be more specific because, you know, everybody's got their little camps that they're in. So I've been doing some decorative bullet journaling and kind of incorporating some of the junk journaling that I do into that. And so if you're interested, please go check it out. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe and leave me a comment or a like or, you know, just whatever. Because yeah, new YouTube channels that are new take a minute to get going. But yeah, anyway, so I don't know why I don't know why I started with that, but if you're new here, welcome. I'm very glad to see you. It's a fun day for some junk journaling. Today is the 4th of July. It's a nice, beautiful morning here. Lots of sunshine. I think it's going to be a really fun day. So I thought I'd just jump on and do some more journaling or prepping this journal, creating this journal. That we've been working on. So we're still working on the second signature. Let me just quickly flip through and show you kind of what we've done, or I've done so far. Basically prepping this one so that I can use it as a junk journal. And so I'll come back and add more. Obviously there's going to be empty pages where I might want to journal or add new things. I've got journaling cards that are emptied. But yeah, basically just kind of getting it ready to go. This is a pocket. There's nothing in there as of yet, but maybe at some point in time there will become one. I am going to leave this page is perfect for journaling. I just love that there's numbers going up and down. I did add this because I don't remember why. It's been long enough now, but I did add this just in the last video. I kind of don't want to do anything to this page. I love the type, and it's kind of cool. This page, I don't know. The general and whoever he is doesn't really inspire me overly much. So I might cover, you know, some of that and leave some of the photo as it is. I've got a little bit of a travel kind of thing going on there. We made a journaling tag kind of around the colors of this spread. As I was saying in the last video, working in this journal, this signature is kind of intimidating for me. The colors are colors. I don't know why it does not want to sit in there the right way. Okay. The colors are colors I don't normally use. I don't generally go towards the yellows and the oranges. I just added this. Oh, did I add that crooked? I hope not. Okay, good. I just added this. We had done this, but this page I just added. This was a die cut. An embossing that she had sent me. My cat, my lovely cat Oliver, I need help with this because it's a problem. He loves plastic and he will chew it, and whatever is inside it will also get chewed. And so I have to be careful about how many things I leave out, because I often come back home from work to something being chewed. So yes, I know I could just get it out of his reach, and I should do that. But anyway, he the bottom of this one kind of got a little bit chewed up. So we're just I covered that up, and actually this is kind of perfect. So I'm whenever I have time to print off whenever I get a printer that's working again. I just currently don't have one, and that's just been a thing. But I'm gonna do a photo of my boyfriend and I here. It says, "You help me make nonsense of the world," and then this is a stamp of like a directional sign. Well, maybe multiple stamps. And I just thought it was kind of perfect for that, and I was able to very easily cover that up. Plus, I needed to add some stability to this page anyway. And actually, as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking maybe this was some ephemera that was included. Should I add this on the edge of this page? How cute would that be? I think I should. So I thought we'd work on this spread journal. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, guys. I thought we would work a little bit more on this particular signature, maybe get it finished out here, and then I can get started on the next signature. I'm going to, I think, add this in the background also, just to let the hearts stand out a little bit more. Unless, maybe is white the right color? We've got other options. She sent me so many amazing things. Green, I don't think I want to do. That's a pretty color, though. I like that color. This is also green, but yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I've already used this gold. Black is interesting, but I feel like this is too thick for this delicate newspaper page. We've got blues and a satin, but I think I like the lace. This blue is not quite right. Okay, yep, I like that. So, I just got all this all piled over here. Oh, why don't I walk you through what I got? So this is some stamping that she had done and smaller pieces. So as I've got scraps, I'm kind of putting them in there. I found these old vintage stamps that were in my stash, so I went ahead and threw them in there so I could use those throughout as well. I kind of showed you the die cuts that she sent. I've just got them all kind of stacked here, and I'm not putting everything in this journal. I'm going to be using and keeping what she sent me that I don't use in this journal as got my coffee as things to use in future journals. And then this box still is full of, I still got some scraps here, full of things that she had sent me in this box. So I mean, I'm just spoiled for choice. I basically have stuck this fabric in here so that everything kind of stays standing up. My washi strips, in case I want to use some washi. Little envelopes full of fun things. This is a Recollections from Michael's ephemera pack of famous art that I've kind of been pulling from here and there. And then, yeah, these are all the good, fun things that she had sent me. So I'm just kind of reaching from this as I feel like I need more or different things to include. So, and then off to my left also is the box that she sent with the bigger papers in it. So I'll be pulling from that as well. Okay, let me pull this back out, and I want to put that in the background. I think that will help it stand out a little bit. Doesn't have to be the exact height, but you know, perfection. Perfectionism is a thing, I guess. But so this morning I am on my own, or at least until this afternoon. My boyfriend is working. They have to work mandatory holidays, every other holiday basically. And so just the 4th of July was one of his. So he is actually getting paid time and a half today. So that's kind of cool. And so we didn't have any plans for the 4th of July this year. Honestly, I didn't even think about going and finding a 4th of July. We didn't even think about going to a display. You know, they always have community ones. We are headed on a road trip, and Oliver wants to play with the strings now. Oliver's going to be annoying. I'm just going to give you a heads up. He wants so much attention right now. We're planning on going on a little road trip. We're leaving on Sunday. So, because we want to go catch a Dodgers game, and there's one nearish to us. So, why am I doing it like that? I could just do this. Really, what I should do is use my Fabri-Tac. But the Fabri-Tac is downstairs, and I am upstairs right now. So I think we're just gonna kind of lay low today and tomorrow. I want to clean, of course. You know, you always got to clean before you go anywhere, just in case something happens. And as if everybody doesn't live in their homes, but you know, you gotta make it look like you don't. In case somebody comes over. But yeah, so I got a little bit of vacuuming and just a little bit of cleaning, tidying up to do. And I still am trying. That is really cute. I really like that. I don't know that I want to sew that one, to be honest, because honestly the paper is delicate enough that I don't know that it would handle it. Unless I put something on the back side. Oh yeah. So it's wet glue, and I think it's just the wetness, but hopefully that won't stay. But I was thinking maybe I would cover this page with something. Again, I don't really care so much about the gentleman here or whatever he's doing. So let's just go ahead and find something to use. I've been wanting to use these doilies. Also, this strip is really cool. I definitely wouldn't want to sew through this strip though. And I was thinking this would make a good belly band or something, so probably not for this page. We've got some really pretty tropical. I could do that. It would stick up a little bit, but I don't mind that so much. Maybe we'll do a tropical thing on this page. Still got some of this. That would be pretty. Might be a little too busy. So, yeah. Oh, she sent me this. Would that be weird to put both of those on this page? I don't know. So I'm in the middle of the United States. Sea life and things is not really my go-to, honestly. I just don't tend to think about it, to be honest. It's just not part of my daily life, but it is definitely fun to work with. Let's see. There's also this. Oh, that's a skeleton leaf. I was thinking it looked a little bit like coral in a way, but not really. Let's see what do we got. I've also got this, which we could take in a totally different way. We could take this page totally differently and do this on the page, which could be fun. We've got a lot of bulk in this signature though already. I don't know that I want to keep adding more and more and more bulk. This is fun too. Oh, I really like that. Okay, so if we went with that idea, let's see what else we got back here. Oops, whoops. Oh, there goes that piece. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to these for now. These might not be used in this particular journal, but who knows? Who the heck knows? I change my mind all the time. I Make sure that's sticking up or I'm going to forget about it. Okay. And then, oh, you know what I could do? Oh, putting this paper on top of that paper doesn't make tons of sense, does it? We've got this. Could be interesting. I do really like that. Okay. I like where we're going here. And as I just said, I don't want to add more bulk to this journal. We're going to add some more bulk to this journal. It's totally fine though. Okay. I am just going to glue this down. I don't see the need to make it into a tip-in or something like that. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. And it'll be a permanent location. I haven't done a video like this in a while. I've been doing a lot of voiceover videos, mostly because my craft room is a disaster at the moment, and everything is everywhere, and I'm trying to reorganize it and completely redo it. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe this could fit in there. Doesn't really match, but no, I think I'm gonna make a tag just specifically for this really cute little bag. 50 years of, and I never know how to pronounce that. Hig moments with Anna and Clara. Very cool. Okay, so back on task. So I don't remember what I was saying. Let me measure this before I do anything more. Okay, so that's going this way. So we want this one to go that way. I don't remember what I was just saying. Oh, yeah, I'm still fighting with mounting that TV in the basement. It's really stupid, really. I guess I got it in my head that I had to do that before I continued fully finishing, and I don't really need to. At this point, I just need to keep going. So, I do want to get that TV mounted though, and I've either just not been in the mood or not had the time or whatever it is. You know, everything always happens, and then life just goes on, I guess. So, okay, let's see. What kind of a pocket do we want to put in there? Another thing I've been thinking about with this, oh, how cute is that? With this particular signature is I've got a lot of shorter pages, so that's why I did add this particular page in here, this part of the signature, just to kind of lengthen it a little bit. Let me show you the other two, because this is going to be sandwiched in between here, and the middle of the journal was, yeah, looking kind of like that, which was a little funky and weird looking. So I just added a wider page more in the middle. I don't know. I suppose I could have added more there too, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be what it is. So, okay, back to this. Let's make ourselves a journaling card. I did pull this out. I could use this as the background, or even this. Boy, this took kind of an autumn color scheme here all of a sudden, didn't it? Let me see what else I can find in here. I've got this that I've kind of been wanting to use also. We could, well, that's kind of the perfect height. Why don't I go ahead and use that? All right, let me move this out of the way. And let's just make it into, and of course my ruler is buried. All right, make this into a tag. I did not measure before I did this. So let's do that quick. It's easy to find. So yeah, craft room. So, I don't know. I guess I'm on the slow path to everything kind of mindset these days. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I just don't feel like I need to hurry and do everything right this second anymore. But at the end of the day, it does kind of annoy me that I'm doing that too, because I'm not using my craft room the way that I would like to use it. But I don't know. I guess I'm enjoying not being down there as much too, in other kinds of ways. So it's a trade-off, I suppose. Okay, so let's do, I'm just gonna take a little bit off the bottom here. But I have been thinking, I haven't been doing as much of the kind of mixed media type stuff. And I've been thinking maybe I should, you know, I've been missing kind of that part of it. So, all right, and now I've got glue all over myself already. All right, so what shall we put on the back side of this? That is now the question. I've got this sitting here. I could just use this. I've also got all these nice and lovely scraps. Why don't we start with those? There was this one in here. Why don't we start with those scraps and then see where we got from that. Let me go ahead and put this one down. I don't think I'm going to be journaling on this side. I'll use the other side to journal. So really I don't need journaling space. And then when this is all done, I will go back and distress it. I don't want to use this one. That'll be for another page. Oliver, what are you doing over there? I know, as soon as I talk to him, he's going to want to come over here and get pets. So, he's being very good, though. He's sitting off to the side on top of a pile of, I always try and make sure and have a pile of papers that I don't mind that he sits on, just for him to have a little space, because he always seems to need to be right next to me and know what I'm doing. And of course, when I start talking, he thinks I'm talking to him. You know, all right. This is going to be pretty. Actually, let me do this instead. So yeah, basically my journaling right now is, well, I want to take advantage of the quiet time so I can actually journal while talking instead of doing a voiceover, but also I'm avoiding the fact that I need to do some cleaning. There's that too. Okay, put that there. Could also do this, which could be fun. Or let's keep going with what we've got. I don't want that. I want to keep this more organic. And I'm switching between the different glues based on the thickness of the paper. So for thicker papers like this one, it's not thick paper, it's just regular paper. But for this one, I will use my art glitter glue. And then for thin paper, I'm going to use my glue stick. How about we do that there? Actually, maybe this direction is better. There's a lot going on in the world these days. I'm not going to talk about it because this is drama-free place, so I just want to acknowledge the fact that there's a lot going on, and that's all I'm going to say. Kind of wish there wasn't, but I guess that's the choice that some of us made, so we're dealing with it now. And yeah, let's see. You put this here. Oliver, what are you doing? I don't want to completely cover that. That's the thing. But maybe I will. You can kind of still see through there. Okay, so let me find maybe this piece. You know what else I could do? We could just go like that. How about we do that? What are you doing in my little trash bucket there? You found the little paper scraps? You like to eat them. Little weirdo. Orange cats, I swear. They just are never, there's never a dull moment. Okay. Well, maybe I won't use that piece there. Maybe I'll do something else. Okay, we've got this piece we can put there. Let's do that. One thing I don't like is getting your fingers all gluey from the glue stick. Oh, that's a double piece. Okay, well, we've got this side glued, so I guess we'll just do that. And it just makes a mess everywhere. So if I can avoid using too much glue stick, I tend to do that, but all right, and then this piece could go like this. That's kind of cool, actually. Let's see, what else is going on? Honestly, I just don't have a whole lot else going on. We're getting ready for this trip, like I was saying. It's going to be about a 7 to 8 hour little road trip. So I'm thinking about things I want to bring with me to craft with as we go. I'll do some driving, I'm sure, at some point in this trip as well. But still, it's nice to bring some stuff to work on. Don't need that. Took my little trash thing away. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work there. Maybe. Kind of bends at the wrong spot. I don't know that I've ever been to Milwaukee before, so this will be a fun one. At least if I've been there, I don't remember it. So so that'll be interesting. I'm just gonna do a smaller piece, I guess, and then we'll find another spot, piece of something. We're not going to stay very long, but we're going to try and pack as much in as we can while we're there. How about this? This is a nice darker piece. Let's take off a little bit of that. So I'm thinking about, I'll bring my bullet journal so I can journal while we're there. Oh yeah, I like how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. Journal while we're there, you know, keep some ephemera and things from what we do and use that to journal with. And I picked up, I don't crochet or knit or anything like that. The fabric arts that I would do would be sewing on a sewing machine, and that's not even saying, like, I'm not like a sewer. I don't do quilts or things like that. I mean, I could try and figure that out, but that's just not something that I've ever really done much of. But I work with some folks who enjoy it, and so there's the little kits that you can get, crochet kits that I've kind of always been curious about. So, oh, this is cute. Maybe we'll use this one here if it's not all caught up. Or we've got this brown, that would work too. Or this is really pretty too. Too many choices. Let's see. I do like this. Problem is, I don't have a hole punch right here, so I could, I suppose, just use my scissors. Actually, maybe this would be better. How centered is that? Let's do that. We got a square hole. That'll work. Okay, so I want to use this. What was I saying? A little crochet kit of rainbow colored octopus and little octopus babies. So I got it off Amazon and I didn't pay much for it. So if it crashes and burns and I really don't do a very good job, that's fine. Not a big deal for me. But I thought it would be fun to kind of bring along, and it's something you can do in the car pretty easily. In the past, on our trips, I've taken junk journaling stuff, and I'm going to leave this open for whatever I want to journal about. This could be a really cool journaling card. So I'm going to cut these somewhat short because we're already at the kind of top of the journal here. So what was I even saying? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Just like all over the place right now. So we'll see how that turns out. I may show them if they turn out in any kind of interesting fashion in the future video, maybe. Okay, so I like this, but I don't think I should take it apart. I went a little too far down. I'm just trying to get it a little tighter. There we go. Okay, that's better. I will try and put it in like this because, I don't know, I feel like this is always the front part of those, and I like those facing forward if I can. Actually, that's perfect. That's a perfect size. So, okay, I love that. That's cool. So yeah, anyway. I forgot where I was going with that train of thought. It's gone now, so we'll move on. I want to use some of these die cuts. I have not been using them quite a whole lot yet. So we've got some scenes, and I've obviously got a vertical location sort of here. This keeps kind of coming to my eye. I'm going to put that in there so I will make sure and use it. Not too. It's a little smaller, and this one too. And that one too. These are so cool. Oh, you know what? We could do maybe something with that. Those three, or even just this one. What is this? Oh, okay, I see. This could be a little pocket. Cute. Okay, got it. Following now. And maybe that's the same for this thing here. Yeah, I think maybe. No? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, that's probably the intended purpose, but I don't know that I'm going to use it for that purpose. I like, though, the look of this. And it fits kind of perfectly on this page. The problem is I don't know that I really have anything ready to place behind these frames at the moment. So while I could easily just glue them down, then it'd be hard to get things in behind there. But look at that. That's kind of cool. Although I kind of want to cover the tape that's on the page a little better. So maybe we'll pull that up just a little bit. Okay, well, I'm really liking this, so let me glue this here. Whoops. That's a fail. Okay, well, let's just do that. There we go. No. Okay, so now those two are connected the way that I liked. Let me glue this down. And I'm not going to add tons and tons of glue to the outer edge because that will be here forever. I would use glue stick, but or should I? My experience with this kind of a thing is, oh, and then I just totally ripped it. Okay, well, we'll have to do a little bit of surgery. It's fine, you won't really notice. I'll put that on this side so that it hides. Okay, so no more glue stick for that. Where did my glue go? Here. So I'm just going to try and get enough good coverage that it won't come up. And yes, I do realize I'm getting it on the bag. Let me do this. This is why I have tweezers. Let's actually use them for their purpose. The other thing that I've been dealing with lately is my car. It's been fine, honestly. It's been driving fine. I haven't had anything bad happen, thankfully, but a few months ago the check engine light came on, and I did not get it looked at right away. Sometimes, especially now with the newer cars where everything's electronic, and there's just sensors for everything, you get, I think more often, the check engine lights will come on for not a big of a deal kind of a thing. And I've had mechanics tell me in the past that really it's not a big deal until it starts flashing. But obviously I didn't want to let it get to that point, because that's just not a good idea. Okay, we're gonna stick that there. Oops, I need to move it just this far. Okay, so that it will, because the page bends right there. So anyway, that's been on my mind. Obviously, I want to get it fixed and figure out what's going on with it. So I took it in to the dealer. Well, I had the code checked at like O'Reilly. Okay, I'm just gonna add glue here and here, and then here, and here, and not there. That way I can slide something behind there. And the code was like nothing that they could figure out what it was. It just was like, there was nothing specific with it. So I'm at the point, I'm at like 42,000 miles on this car, and it's at the point where it's gonna, you got to start doing more things with it, like the maintenance kind of stuff, which I hadn't been doing as well as I should, I suppose. I'm gonna leave this. Let's see, do we want to do a tag? We've got some really good options. We've got this. This could work kind of cool. So anyway, I took it to the dealer. They had it for the day. Suggested a ton of things for me to do, like 12 things. Just like, okay, some of these things I've never even heard of before. So, but sure, I'll take your word for it that all of this needs to be done. Long story short, some of them were things like change the engine air filter, change the cabin air filter, really easy things that I could do. I actually also live next door to a mechanic. That's what he does. And gosh, this is cool. I'm not gonna rip that apart for a tag. And so some of the things I knew he could do, and it would cost me probably half the price of what they were wanting to charge. So I opted not to have them do tons of it. They did one or two things. What was the thing that basically a transmission flush. I've been noticing when it shifts from first to second gear, it kind of hiccups a little bit sometimes. And that's obviously concerning because we don't want that to happen. And so, I knew something funky was happening, and that could be related to the air filter and changing that out. And okay, I got some options here. So this could be fun. We could do this, and that could be a fun little journaling card just to stick in there. Oh, the fireworks have started. Hopefully you can't hear it. I'm sure you probably can't, but if you can, I apologize. It might be a little noisy at times. Some neighbors lately have been firing the M80s, which are illegal, but they're doing it anyway, so good time. And yeah, so frustrating. For those of us with animals that don't appreciate it, I gave Oliver, he's an anxious kitty anyway, I gave him a calming chew this morning. He's going to get another one at night with his dinner. Hopefully that'll keep him not on the edge. Anyway, so my car, oh yeah, I like that. That's cool. That'll work. And you can see it through the backside too. Cool. Okay. We're getting a chunky monkey here. This is like a journal in itself, honestly. Maybe I will make this its own journal at some point and just have two journals in the end. I'm going to keep this open. We've already done this. Oliver hair. I did this last time. I'm going to keep this open for now because I think that would be a really good writing spot. Okay. This is the page that I'm like kind of not wanting to work on because I don't really know what to do with it. This set of 3 pages could be really cool. I'm going to come back to those. I'm going to work on this. Oh, I don't think the latch got... Okay. Front door latch didn't get completely shut. So... Well, I could try that. And this could stick out a little bit. And that would be fine. I kind of hate to cover that completely, though. Car. So I had them do basically a transmission flush. And not much else beyond that. And then in the meantime, I've gotten the oil change, which it was time for that anyway, and changed the 2 air filters. But before that, so when they gave it back to me, the check engine light was off. They did whatever they did, and check engine light was off, and seemed to be better. This could be fun. That's interesting. I like maybe where that's headed there. What if we did some... I'm just going to stick this behind so I can see what that... Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I don't know, though. It's kind of like two very different styles trying to work together and not quite working. But this is interesting. Okay. So I was a little upset about that. I thought, you know, I had spent a good amount of money on what they had done and it wasn't fixed. And so I called them and it's like, hey guys, it's not fixed. What can we do? This is another option. So they were very nice. And I was also kind of not happy about the fact that there's only one Mazda dealer in our area, in my town anymore, or close to me. And they're like kind of far away. It's about a half hour just to get to them from my house. Not as far from work. No, I don't think I want to do that. That's not quite. I also have this that she did, but again, I don't think I want to completely cover all this painting that she did, which is so cool. We could do, oh, well that might work. Problem is I love this right here, this green. I really like that green, and if I add this, it's just going to cover it. There's just no way around that. So I guess not that one. Anyway, so I took it back to them, and that was a Friday, and they gave me a loaner car, which was a really nice car. Very nice car, brand new, had like 20 miles on it. Like literally brand new. Not my first time ever driving a brand new car. I've leased a couple times in the past and had brand new cars. So, you know, that didn't freak me out or anything. Some people it might freak them out. But I was okay with that. But it was like way bigger than the car that I drive. Not way bigger. It was bigger. Big enough that it was noticeable. And I kind of felt like I was driving a tank, to be honest. And I didn't love that. Okay. We've got this here with the little hearts. I'm wondering if I use some of this as background around this, and then I could turn this into a pocket, and then we could stick a tag in there. And I like the idea of it kind of hanging off the side. So let's see. This is just tissue paper, so it's not like super special. So I'm going to go ahead and just rip along here. There we go. And I'll use that for something else. And so anyway, they obviously had other people they needed to take care of through the weekend, and he did tell me could be until Monday until it was ready. It was actually Tuesday, and so I was just using this other car until then, which honestly I was afraid to drive it. And I didn't have anything to do that weekend really, so where we both needed a vehicle. So we just used my boyfriend's car, and it sat in the driveway the whole weekend because I was a little bit like, I don't think I really want to drive this car too much. Okay, yes, this is cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do is not put the whole thing, but make it look like I did, and we'll just layer using glue stick. And yeah, so that was kind of fun. Got to drive a different car for a minute. Of course, you know, then you start getting used. That's why they let you do it. So you kind of start getting used to this cool car, and then like, oh, I could make that car work for myself and spend way more money than I really should spend. And I didn't do that. Like I said, I felt like I was driving a tank, and I don't need a car that big. This is not in the right spot. Let me move this over a little bit. We're just gonna overlap the crease, and that's okay. So anyway, very long story now, short. The car, they did another thing to it, which was basically resetting something. Well, they also did an update. They did a computer update for it the first time, which I don't know what that really did, but okay, thanks. And then the second time they did another thing with the transmission that was kind of the same idea, I think. I'm not exactly sure, but they didn't charge me anything for it, which was really nice. And then, but the funniest thing was when I went and dropped off my car and picked up the loaner car, I managed to leave my driver's license there. So I was already frustrated that I had to go all that way just to do all this stuff. And then I went and left my driver's license at the dealer. And so they were very nice and already knew that I would be kind of probably frustrated about that and having to drive all the way back. So they were very nice and offered to drop it off at my work for me. And so that was really cool of them. And actually, and maybe this is normal and I just don't know, but they actually also, that's cool. I kind of like that. They also offered to, when my car was ready, drop my car off wherever I was, and then pick up the loaner car from me. So I didn't have to drive back, which was a really, really generous thing to do. So I took them up on that as well. And yeah, long story short, I got to drive a really nice car for a weekend, and they fixed my car, I thought. Story's not done yet. And for free. So that was fun. But unfortunately, my car it's driving fine, but then a day or two later, check engine light came back on again. So I was like, okay, well, they said we need to change these two air filters. Let me go ahead and go get the air filters and get those changed out. Those are things that I could do myself, or my boyfriend and I could do, and we'll handle that. So did that this last week, and that cabin air filter, you guys, I didn't realize that was such a thing. If you have one, maybe it's a newer thing, maybe they've always been around, I don't know, but don't neglect that. It's gross. When I took it out, it was not cool. It was pretty dirty. That one hadn't been changed yet, and it was kind of dirty. And it was a good thing that I changed it, because yuck. That's the one that you're breathing in. So yeah, not so fun. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that either. Let's see. Let's go a little bit more neutral. So anyway, changed those two, and then the car was driving fine. Check engine light came right back off. I'm going to use this as the background for my tag this time. Check engine light came back off. I thought, oh, we got it. We figured it out. Been driving it on the way to work yesterday. The check engine light came back on, so I don't know. I think we're still going to take my car this weekend on our little road trip. I think it'll be fine. It's not my ideal situation, but at the same time, like, I really feel like it's just a sensor or something, and nothing's gonna completely break on the car. And if it does, we'll find a mechanic. We'll be there not during the holiday time, so there should be places that are open. And yeah, so anyway, a little bit of saga with my car. Don't love it, but I guess, you know, that's the way things are with cars sometimes. They just have problems. So, and like I said, it's time for this car to have some more things done to it. I'm going to go about that high, I think. And we'll just go ahead and add this to our scrap pile. Okay, now for this. Well, what I could do is use this and kind of scrunch it up a little bit. That might be kind of fun. You'd still see the music behind. I'm running out of things to talk about. I don't know what else to talk about. Scrunch. There we go. This is where I'm like, okay, what do we do? What do we talk about now? Okay, so I'm actually thinking about what I want to put on this journaling card at the moment, and where I want to take it. So this obviously will be the decorative side, maybe, or we could maybe write on top of something on here, but that might be a little challenging just because of the fact that I've now scrunched all this up. Lay that down. That's kind of fun. I like it. And let's see what we can find here. It's hard to see what that is because it's upside down. It's a street. All right. I don't think that really works with the little theme that I got going on. Let me see if I can find something in here that might work. Oh, what about something like that? That's kind of cute. Alrighty. Yes, totally avoiding cleaning right now. Just don't feel like cleaning today, and I really don't want to put it off until tomorrow, or at least all of it. I need to mow. I've been putting that off because I didn't want it to get too long while we were gone and then come home to a disaster. But it needs to be done today and tomorrow. What do we got here? I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's a piano or something. That's more modern. She's sad looking. Scream. Oh, maybe it was that. This is cool. I like how they did that. That's a cool effect that they did. Wrong time frame. I still like him. He's pretty cool. The other thing I need to do today is vacuum and like shampoo the carpets in the basement. It's been needing to be done, and I need to do it. So fortunately that doesn't take a long time, but for whatever reason that is something that, you know, you kind of build it up in your head as being a big deal, and it's really not. And so for that reason, I tend to avoid it and make make myself wait forever to do it. Okay, well, I guess these are all women. I guess we'll go ahead and use this one. Try and keep everything from falling off my table. All right, now the trick will be, do we add more to it or just leave it like that? And then where on the page will it make sense to put it? So it'll sit about there. You'll see it peeking out. I kind of feel like it needs more behind there. So let's see. This could be good. Need to replenish my washi cards. Some of them are getting down to not much. Let's see. No. Okay, I think this first one was the best choice of these. Oh, this is talking about love. We could do that too. Okay, I like that. I guess this signature is turning into a love story. Didn't mean for that, but you know, that's okay. I'm okay with that. All right, I've got glue all over my fingers here. Alrighty, so let's do this. That way you can kind of see something about love right there. And then I'm going to go like that there, kind of framing the little picture. I like that. All right, do we add more? Why not? What could we use this for? No, what could we use this for? Put that across the top. That's really cute, actually. Okay. Before I glue that, though, I do still like the idea of using this washi. I think it could be really cool, but I don't want to add too much. Yeah, something like that. And then more that direction, okay. And then we can put this down like there. Okay, yes, I like that. All right, and here's my, I'm just gonna go around the perimeter. It's tricky when you're doing these because your glue tends to show through. I don't know that I need tons of glue, like in the middle, but Okay. And I might have just put that on backwards because film is going the wrong direction. But, you know, it's down now, and that's the way it's gonna stay. Again, I would normally use Fabri-Tac for this, but, you know, this art glitter glue, it's pretty good stuff. It's been doing a good job. Alrighty. Okay, now the question is this gonna look very good with our rest of our page? But first, we gotta put something on the back so we can write on it. Oops, put that in there. I don't know why I did that. What do I have? I guess I could use some of this. I didn't really want to cut this down too much though. Got this. I guess I'll use some of this. Okay. Go a little shorter. It's pretty bumpy where the lace is there, so. And I don't always do this, so I'm going to edge this. Okay. Woo! So we throw everything. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, we have ourselves a journaling card. I like that one. That's really pretty. Let's see if it fits. It may find a new home. Yeah, it's gonna have to. Darn it. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe it'll live here instead. And I've got some paper clips that I could use, or at least this one. I'm going to paper clip it onto this page here. And I'm going to do a different journaling card. How do I want to paper clip this? Not like that, because that never really works with lace. Let's do this. There we go. That's something I used to do all the time. I used to paper clip things into pages like this all the time, and I just don't do that anymore for some reason. Okay, guys, I think that's going to call it good today. The rest of this is open for me to play with when I'm actually doing the journal and working in the journal. I love the potential of these 3 pages here. We're really going different colors and styles throughout this whole signature here. I will definitely find something to put in here. Well, maybe this. We could do a small one. No, that's got a little tab on it. Actually, though, we've got one that's a little bit. Oh, Was this perfect? Let's see. Does it fit? That's the question. It does. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. It's good. All right, so what was I saying? Yes, I'm going to keep the rest of this open and free for when I use the journal. So we've got ourselves a little chunky monkey. And next time we see each other, I will be working in the third signature, which will be fun. It's got really fun colors, more blues and pinks and purples and things that I like to work with. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's got this fun page in the middle. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun to work in here. Love this one. And then of course this really cool, she took all these paper scraps and then did the sewing and everything. So, and just, yeah, it looks like on an old envelope or envelope from mail. And it's a good way to use up the scraps, guys. So, all right, guys, we'll call this one good. I hope you have a really happy and safe 4th of July. And yeah, please be safe. Here, we'll just leave it like that maybe. Or should we open it to this? Or should we open it to that one? Or that? I like what we did today. It was really fun. Let's end it here. And yeah, I hope you have a really happy and safe 4th of July. Please be safe. There's no reason to be reckless with things, or at least I'm sure you guys will be, but your family members and stuff. But and then yeah, I'm looking forward to a fun little road trip this weekend, and then back to it next week. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye.